Day 2 of our adventures around La Graciosa. We're having a great time so far, and today we've decided to walk all the way to the other end where is a place called Pedro Barba. It's like another village really. So we're in Caleta De Sebo, we're going to head in that direction. Now Google tells me it's going to take about 1 hour 20 minutes, 6.5 kilometres. I don't think Alfie's going to walk that far, so it's touch and go of whether we're going to make it. So stay tuned. Will we make it to Pedro Barba? There is a secret beach on the way as well, so we're going to stop off and have a look at that. So let's go. So there's so many different ways that you can visit and explore La Graciosa, and usually you'll arrive on the ferry and most people will turn left, which heads you sort of into the main area of Caleta De Sebo and some beaches in that direction. However, if you turn right, you will walk all the way through this beautiful village, taking in some amazing sights, and you can actually walk all the way to Pedro Barba. Now, it does say it's going to take about an hour and 20, an hour and a half. But if you like a good walk, then this is definitely for you. Now do remember, if you booked an excursion to Graciosa like the catamaran, you won't have as much time to explore the island at all. But if you book the ferry and drive up to Orsala, or you book the bus pickup with the ferry, you can get a good 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on the island to enjoy yourself at your leisure and walk all the way to this area. So it's up to you what you do. Below I'm going to put a link to all the different options you have to booking La Graciosa. You can see just walking through the village on the way to Pedro Barba, you get amazing views all along the coastline. Now there's all different houses in the street, and there's also some very unique properties that are situated right on the seafront as well. As I said in other videos, a lot of these are up for rentals for holiday homes, and this one just looks so unusual. Look at this, you're right out on the seafront. They've got little sunbeds, very rustic and very, very unusual indeed. I found this walkway which they'd built, which actually leads to nowhere. I'm not sure if they haven't finished it, but it didn't go anywhere at all. These lot had the right idea. They were following the tracks of the very few cars that are on the island. And as we walked further and further into what I would only describe as the dunes or the sand dunes, we found a little coastal walk where they'd put stones all the way over. Very narrow, so you can either walk here or you can walk a little bit further and get some more space. So we're halfway through the walk. Alfie's moaning a little bit because he's tired. But there's lots of little places you can sort of stop and chill out and rest, and the views are just spectacular. Look at that. So you're sort of walking along the coastline, but then you sort of enter these sand dunes. Reminds me a lot of Fuerteventura, and you've got the big mountains in the background. We've lost sight of the other side of La Graciosa to the other village. It must be over that horizon. Well, it is over that horizon. So that's where we're heading. We're heading in that direction. We're going to find a little beach, which Jack went to when he was at school many years ago. And he's going to show us that. And then we're going to show you the other village, I hope, if we get that far. So the two parts of La Graciosa, they don't look that far away. When you're coming in on the boat, you think, oh, that's close to each other. We'll go and have a little wander down there. It's a long walk. I'm going to tell you how long it is at the end. But I'm all right. These lot are lagging behind. Just taking it all in. The views are amazing. So we continued our search for the beautiful beach we were told about, and there's so many beaches on this island. Now, if you book the catamaran cruise, you will get taken to Playa Francesa, which is one of the best beaches, and you can take the small speedboat directly onto that beach. So it's an epic fail when it's come to the beach, but I can imagine this beach is beautiful. It's a bit of a trek, but in the summertime, when there's no wind and the waves are not too bad and the tide's out, I can imagine this being an absolutely gorgeous place to come and just chill out and relax and look at the view as well. You can see Alegranza over in that direction there. That's a small island that you need permission to get on. One day we're going to get over there. And there is the famous village which we're heading to now. Epic fail number 2 is me not doing any research. I thought you could walk there. Well, you can walk there, but it's looking like if we're going to walk there, we're going to have to climb, or not climb, or walk over that mountain area. There doesn't seem to be a coastal way to get all the way to the village. So, epic fail number 2. There is no way I'm going to manage to persuade Alfie to climb and walk all the way over there. I think he'll just refuse. I've already bribed him with money and sweets to get this far. I'd have to take out a second mortgage if we're going to walk to the village. However, I personally am going to come back and do this. I may even do it tomorrow morning, I'm not sure. Depends how energetic I feel, but I will get to that village and show you what it's all about. So we failed on getting to Pedro Barba. It's a bit of a trek, but I am going to come back and do it again. Now stay tuned, because we've got loads more coming for you as we explore this amazing island of La Graciosa. We're going to head for a spot of lunch now and see what we can find in Caleta De Sebo. Let's go. So if you have booked the ferry or the ferry with bus, when you arrive in Caleta De Sebo, you'll turn right to do the walk to Pedro Barba in that direction and see the village, or, which most people do, is turn left and you'll come to the main beach in the town of Caleta De Sebo. It's very busy, but if you keep walking further afield alongside the coast and along the little white houses, you will eventually reach some different beaches, and you can actually walk all the way to Playa Francesa. Now don't forget, if you book the catamaran, you will be taken to Playa Francesa. On the walk, it's beautiful. You see all the different houses, and this is the biggest complex that's built on the island. Lots of new places as well, lots of new modern places being built. I'm not sure if I like them. I think I like the typical Canarian style. I don't want this place to get too modern. What do you think? We did find the one house that wasn't white as well. Now, I'm not sure if it's just not being finished or not, but I did like the brown against all the other white buildings. I wonder if they're going to paint that white. Now, it really does depend how far you want to walk and how long you've got, but this is one of the main beaches as well. It's absolutely huge. It's usually a little bit quieter, very popular for windsurfers and kite surfers, so you know it's probably a very good beach. Now, in the town as well, there is a little walkway along the pier, which is really nice to do, and you can walk along there, and there's some steps at the end, and when you get to the end, you really do see a full view of Caleta De Sebo, so it's well worth a walk in that direction. No matter how long you're here for, if you're booking the ferry with bus, the ferry direct, or even if you're on the catamaran, you may have time to walk to this area here along the little pier and get this beautiful view. You can get some great photos to take home. Back in the town itself, there's lots of little cafes, bars and restaurants, so when you do get here, there's plenty of places for you to eat and drink and just chill out and relax like these guys here, and everybody looks happy. This place is just a happy place. In fact, Graciosa in Spanish means the funny, so it really is a very funny island indeed. It's so surreal, and it really does show a different part of the world. It's well worth booking La Graciosa, and like I said, I'm going to put all the links below for you so you know what you can do. Ferry with bus, or the catamaran. Whatever you need, travel on world, link below. Make sure to like, follow and subscribe. I'll see you soon.